Parson Randy, it's your turn, sir. Parson Randy's going to come tell us a little story. Well, I'm not real sure what it's about, so.
Well, I tell them stories every Sunday.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but.
You know what, I get some kids come up here, let me tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story tonight about Little Red Hooding Red. That be okay? All right. So you did come. Daddy tell you to go with me, you didn't come. Y'all like to hear a story about Little Red Hooding Red? Y'all know about Little Red Hooding Red, don't you? Well, let's start. You ready to end? All right, let's end. Once upon a time, I mean a long time ago. I mean, it was so long ago, it was before Frenchman Banklin invented the pattern of the evening toast. Well, there was a little girl named Red Hooding Red who started out through a thick tortoise. And she went through that thick tortoise to take a latch in a basket to her great grandmother. That's so true. I'm a preacher, I won't lie. Well, she was just a running wrong, summoning a home, when who do you think would jump out in front of her but other than a big, long broth? He just suddenly searched out on her. And he said, "Where are you going, my middy little crab?" Said the ferocious beast. Well, she said, "To my handmother's grass," said the menacing age. "To take her a sample of sandwiches and some pill dickers, because she's big and said with a big head." Well, for sand legs, why the cross? In that case, why don't you give me the penny basket, the penny basket, and I'll run to your mother's grandage, and then you can pack your cane, and you can flick pretty wild powers on your way. So Little Red Hiding Rude gave the bass the wood kit, and off he went. Well, listen, finally, because she tacked her cane. Finally, Little Hood Reading Ride reached her Hanny's grave. And in the mean worthwhile had somehow disgranted the poor old spouse mother and had bumped in the jet with the old Natty's nightgown on. As if that wasn't bad enough, Head Riding Roo took a gander at who she thought was her grandmother, and she said, "Oh, grandmother, what egg pies you have?" "Well, the setter to be you with, my dear," said the wolf with a smicked while on his fairy face. "And Granny," said Red, "what egg beers you have?" "Well, the heather to beer you with, my dear, and his eyes got even eager." "Oh, Granny," said the pretty stupid little girl by now, "what tin beef you have?" "Why, the cheddar to beat you up with," shouted the Wappy Croft. And with that, he beat that leg. Then it was, and I might point out, only then it was, that Red Heading Road saw it was her not mother, but the wolf off. And you, yeah, and you, that's Brawl's people, could tell a shear for the poor dear old departed Nan Granny. But the ending has a happy story, ladies and gentlemen. For suddenly out of the beer clue came 7 woodsy huskymen, who not only gaxed the little snurl from the dolls of Jeff, but grabbed the thrust by the bow and hopped off his chair. Absolutely. Now, here's the good part. I've read Hood is engaged together. A hall, tark, and dancing man. And she is Harry Backy. And although she grisses her poor old mammy, she certainly is glad that that wolf who told such portable heads is doors a dead nail and father's pill. The beginning.
His story. I'm glad he doesn't get his sermons as mixed up as that.